Hi beauties, welcome back to our channel. So for today's video we will be discussing the Sabrina collection that launched with NYX. It was a collaboration between them and Netflix. It originally launched, I want to say, it was supposed to launch on their website on the 22nd, but they did a surprise launch, kind of like an early release on the 21st, so I wasn't able to get it. So I actually ended up having to wait until Sunday after the series had already launched on the 24th, and we actually went to our local Ulta, and where we picked up the palette and the lipstick bundles. So I thought I'd sit down and film a few looks with this palette. I'm really excited to try it out, especially the lipsticks as well. I did pick up a few extra items. So here are the palettes that I got with the buy one get one free, and then I got the lipstick bundles. So I'll be throwing one of these in the, not this giveaway, but the upcoming giveaway that I want to start in summer, but I'm starting to collect items for it now. As you guys know, I kind of do that. That's why for all my videos I do like giveaway update if there's a new item that's being added. But this will be one that we'll put in the summer giveaway. I'm hoping to add some stuff from the Jeffree Star Valentine's Day mystery boxes too that are coming out on the 31st that we're all super excited for. I also picked up the new Naturals. It is the Smoke Palette by Revolution Pro. I believe that's still Beauty Revolution. It's just a Revolution Pro, a different line by the same brand. I also picked up the Revolution London Shadow Palette, which is the Halloween edition, and then the Revolution Makeup London. This is the Precious Stones in Ruby. So I went there to get the Sabrina palette, but actually ended up walking out with a lot more stuff. You know how it is, you walk in for one thing and then end up getting a lot more things. So this will be a Sabrina palette review, try on / haul. So I'll get this open. A little bit of story time. Come really good chit chat, get ready with me too. I went there with my niece. We thought there was going to be a large crowd, but there was actually like 1 or 2 people, so we were able to get in there pretty quickly. Here's the inside of the palette. There's a lot of shadow in here. It looks like there's also 2 blushes and a highlighter. This highlighter might actually be too dark for me, but it's very blinding and very pretty and very soft. Here's it swatched. Okay, so it looks like you get 30 shades inside this little palette. It looks like they have 3 different formulas. They have the super sparkly formula, then they have the shimmers and the mattes. There's those 2 swatched. They're very buttery and very soft. Here's a matte. Also feels very soft as well. I'm wondering how that's gonna swatch. Oh, that came out super nice. I really like the shimmer to matte ratio with that palette. I'm just getting my brushes ready because I want to try on some looks with it. I'm really drawn to that red and that sparkly shade that I just swatched. I like to go over everything and really give you the full tea and the experience of purchasing this palette. It was a little disheartening when... This is going to sound a little negative, but it's a little disheartening when a brand says they're going to be launching on a certain date and you know you get ready for that and you prepare for that and you're ready to purchase from it, and then there's a surprise launch, and if you're not exactly paying attention to that exact same moment, you won't get it. So it was a little upsetting when the palette were launched early. To a lot of people it was probably a great thing because you were able to get the palette early, but to a lot of people who had planned on Tuesday and then it launched on Monday, that was a little disheartening and a little sad and a little upsetting. We had to wait till Sunday to go get it, but we finally did get it. Right there!
Oh, there. I was already there.
You liar!
We thought there was going to be a big crowd, but there really wasn't. There was maybe like 1 or 3 people. We showed up because it was a Sunday at 11. And it was super quick, super fast. We were able to find the palettes at the front of the store and get out, so the checkout process was very simple and easy. But that's my story time. That's the checkout process. Other than that snafu, everything else went really nice, and I'm still very excited to try this palette. As far as the series, I'm already finished season 3. We kind of binge watched it. It was like 9 episodes, and we're already through that, so can't wait for season 4. Alright, so with my Morphe JH33, I'm going to jump into the Before Dawn shade. It is a larger palette, so it might be difficult to travel with. It's not a deal breaker, just something that I've noticed. And then I'm also looking for a new palette at this time because there's no mirror inside of it. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Again, not a deal breaker, but just there's things I want to point out. This one does have a mirror, so I'll use this one. Alright, so I started to blend the Before Dawn shade on the other side of my lid just to speed up the process. And so far everything's blending out super nice. Everything is very pigmented. I'm seeing that I'm going to have to dip back in if I want to brighten it up. So it does blend out super nice. This is the lightest shade that I was able to find besides the white shades. That is the Before Dawn shade. Like I said, it blended out really, really nice. If you want to build the coverage, you do have to keep dipping back into the pan. But there's very little fallout that I'm noticing when I am dipping into the pan. I'm dipping my brush. You can see there's a little fallout there on the palette, but there's very little of it. So that's not bad at all. The next thing that I want to try is the Sweet 16 shade, which is right next to it. I'm going to use the same brush. We're going to go slightly underneath the Before Dawn shade that we just used. Now that one was very pigmented. I'm actually having to go back and knock some more stuff off my brush. It blended out really, really nicely. Actually looks super nice. I'm actually getting ready now, early in the morning. It's like 9:30 right about now. So the next thing that I want to try out, and it's just been kind of like staring me down, is I really want to try Hell on Earth. It seems like a very pigmented red. I find myself struggling when it comes to reds. It's usually not red enough and it's more so pinky, but this one looks very promising. There was a little bit more fallout in the pan with this shade. And this one I'm going to start to apply kind of on the outer portion and work my way in. Okay, that actually looks very promising. This might be my new favorite palette. Yeah, it looks really good. And there's still a lot more on the brush. Okay. So it started off kind of flame red when I picked it up on my brush, but as you can see, it is turning more pink and more magenta as I blend it out more, which is usually what happens to me when I try and use reds. I haven't really found a real red that just stays red. This is more turning into a pinky shade, which I don't mind. It's nothing against the palette, it's just something that I noticed, that it looked super red when I first applied it. And as we blend it out, it's turning more magenta. Alright, and I'm going to go back in with Sweet 16 and just further blend this out on the top, just to make sure everything looks nice and smooth and blended and pulled together. There is a lot of shadow, a lot of different colors to play with, so probably not going to get a chance to use all of them in this video, but I will definitely be playing with this palette a lot more. I know it's something that's definitely sought after. They are completely sold out online, and you would have to go to your local NYX store or Ulta store to actually purchase the palette. I'm just going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Again, dipping on with Hell on Earth, super bright red, blends out magenta. I'm gonna keep trying to blend this guy out. And again, I'm just going over with that Sweet 16 shade, just so we get a nice blend. See how everything kind of looks more pinky, but it came out very red. Like here's a swatch of it on my arm, and here's how it looks on my eyes. It's not against this palette. It's actually a lot of palettes that I noticed that. The one that I can say was a really, really, really good red was Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar. That palette has a really nice red in it. It's a bulky palette, so it's harder for me to travel with it. But that had a really nice red. I haven't really found anybody else that is able to actually duplicate it and keep it like red. It usually just turns very pinky as you blend it out. The next shade I want to use is Dark Baptism. It's kind of like this chocolatey brown down here. I just picked up on my brush. Just going to further deepen up that crease to give us more dimension. I'm not going to take it all the way in because I want to give us some more depth to the outer portion of the eye. I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to cut the crease. I can't find my P. Louise base, so I'm just going to use my Shape Tape, which is nothing wrong with it. I just prefer the P. Louise base because my life is super put together, that's why. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is use the Mario Badescu spray. I actually use this a lot. I've had it on my channel for quite a while. It's a very big bottle and a little bit goes a long way. The next one I want to use is the, I think because we're headed into Valentine's Day, I want to use the Internal Bliss shade. Actually, I'm really excited about Valentine's Day. We have a lot of things happening for Valentine's Day. I already have my Valentine's Day pillow sitting next to me that I'm going to cover up the winter with, and then we have a new blanket that's coming. Here it is swatched. I wanted to get a good swatch of it before I actually tried it on my lid. I'll pick up some shades. I think I like to show the actual pans so you can see how much fallout or kickback that they have. But nothing has kicked back really on my face or fallen out too much. That's really good. Alright, so I'm going to do the other side, just like how we did this side. I'm going to speed through this because we already see how it looks on this side. Okay, so then I'm going to dip back into Hell on Earth. And we're going to start to blend and bring some more shade here on the lid, just to give it more of an ombre effect. The next shade is Dark Baptism. We're just going to keep deepening up that outer V portion. Okay, so we got everything super blended out. I'm gonna apply some eyeliner, some mascara, and some false lashes, and I will be right back with our final thoughts. So I totally forgot about the lipstick kits that we actually did pick up, so we will be swatching these and trying one of them on today. But just in case you're wondering, for my mascara, I used a Tresic Good Vibe mascara, and then the AIA Beauty On Fleek Liquid Liner. And then for lashes, I used the Morphe Premium Lashes in Posh. So these are the lip kits that they did have. They had Fight Club, which are soft matte lip cream duals for all of them. This one has Canes and Budapest, I believe, in it. It says these smoky, bold lips will give you a fright like shades and shadows in the night. And it has 0.27 fluid ounces or 8 milliliters. It says, disalarmingly sweet and low-key savage. These tempting colors are far from average. You have your Monte Carlo and I believe Gable. And then this one says, conjure up the perfect look. These sexy, unique, conjure up the perfect look. This sexy clique will have you shook. Transylvania and Los Angeles are the lip shades in here. These are a soft, it looks like a black. Let's just swatch these, actually. Let's just get these out and swatch them. So it looks like a black, but it almost looks like a purple or a berry. This is the, doesn't say it. Oh. Okay, so it says the actual name there. It's not on the bottom or the front, but it's on the side. This is Transylvania. Yeah, see, now it's coming out kind of like a very dark purpley grape kind of color, where it kind of looks brown black, but it's also very purple. You'll see it more when it dries down. This one is the Los Angeles. Here's that one swatch right next to it. Alright, and this one is Fight Club. Ooh, I might want to try these ones too, like an ombre look that I have going on now. This one that I'm swatching is the Budapest. And then we'll swatch the Canes. There's those two swatched. Kind of more so like folly vampire-y type looks. I'm not sure we'll get much use out of a lot of these in the summertime because we like to keep it really pink and fresh and like glossy and nude in the summertime. Pretty much all the time for nudes, really. But more so vampy lips are a fall winter thing. Alright, and then this last one is Half Witch. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. I love the actual top of this too. It has Salem and then it has the heart that they use a lot in the series. This is the shade Monte Carlo. It's actually really pretty. There's your red. And then, I have no idea, I've never tried these, so I don't know how they're going to dry down. And this is Gable. There's that one. So there's all, I believe 6 of them swatched. I'm I'm going to take this off and we'll try this lip combo on. Okay guys, so final thoughts on the palette. It is very big. There is no mirror. I love the design that they put here. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be difficult to travel with, and there's not a mirror too. So, but as far as the actual shades, the ones that I did try, I tried Before Dawn, Sweet 16, Eternal Bliss, Hell on Earth, and then Dark Baptism. The darker shades I did notice had a tiny bit of fallout kickback in the pan, but as far as actually on my face, I did do my foundation and everything beforehand. There wasn't a lot on my face. I did, so it's really nice. It looks like there's 3 different types of formulas in here. There is a blush that I didn't get to try and a highlighter that I believe will be too dark for me, so I didn't get to try those. But I will be trying them out as I use the palette more and more frequently. I do like the shade range in here. I see you can do a lot of multiple looks. There's your very nice soft naturals, kind of soft glam up here, and then you get down and funky with some more brighter colors and shades down here. I do really like the matte to shimmer to glitter ratio in here. It's really nice. So all in all, I really did like the palette. It is a much more steeper price point for NYX. They're more of your affordable drugstore. I wouldn't say drugstore. Well, I guess it's up to you if you would consider them a drugstore. But it is a $35, $35 palette. Usually they range from like 10 to 15, but just keep in mind that you are getting a Netflix Sabrina series collaborative collector item, and you have much bigger shades, and the formula was really, really nice. So those are my final thoughts. Let me know, did you watch season 3? Are you a Sabrina fan? Are you done like me? Don't forget to enter a giveaway. If you are new, just subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and remember to stay beautiful and stay sexy.